For months, one date has been sitting on my calendar, the shipping deadline. Everything I've been working on has been leading to this week. There was just one problem. One of my largest pieces still wasn't finished. Hi there. Welcome back. This is the week that I have been thinking about for months. Every time I open my studio door and walk into my studio, every decision I make while I'm here in the studio, all the late nights here in the studio have all been leading to this one week. Getting my work safely packed onto a truck that would go to JFK Airport and then be loaded onto a plane to England. That all sounds simple, right? It wasn't. Before I could even get the work packed for shipping, I needed to go and pick up the work from different places. Some of the work were in an exhibition and some of them were at different places. So the first job wasn't packing, the first job was tracking down every piece that I had listed on my packing list. But even after I gathered everything, there was still one thing standing between me and that shipping deadline. This piece. I've been sharing bits and pieces of this over the last several weeks, and I wasn't completely sure I was going to finish it on time. Large pieces always take longer than I think. Today's Wednesday. The shippers are coming on Friday. I've got just today and tomorrow to finish it because I don't know what time the shippers are coming on Friday. What will be outstanding is still that work on the frame behind me. I need to finish that work, cut it, square it up, put facings, face the edges, and then put a sleeve on that one as well. And after all of that, I need to build the boxes in which I'm going to put the work and then package them all before Friday. I got 2 days. I got today and tomorrow. There's always one more section, one more adjustment, one more thing that needs fixing. And when the deadline gets close, you stop asking, can I make this better? And start asking, can I finish? Eventually, it happened. The last stitch. I can't even describe the feeling. It is done. Finally. Yeah, done. Relief, pride, exhaustion. After months of work, it was finally finished. I stood there looking at it for a little while, Sometimes you don't immediately move on to the next task. You just want to stand there for a minute and appreciate that you actually did it. It's off the frame. Finally, finally, finally. Taking it down. Except I wasn't done. Not even close. This gallery uses a different hanging system than most of the exhibitions I participate in. Normally, I attach Velcro hanging boards to the back of my work. This venue doesn't use that system. Every single piece needed hanging sleeves sewn onto the back. Every single piece. So even though the artwork itself was finished, I was back at the sewing machine. Measuring sleeves, ironing, pinning, sewing. Yes, I had to do it all. I've got a couple more to do. I got this one to do. I've got this to do. I've got a large one over there to do. I've got the one on the machine to also do. And I timed myself when I was doing that large one up there. And it took about 4 hours to do that one, to make the sleeve and to hand stitch it onto it. So I've got a couple more hours to finish the 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. The shipping company was supposed to pick up everything on Friday. Then they called. Because of the holiday weekend, they wanted to come on Monday instead. I wasn't thrilled, but I realized something. That extra time will give me a chance to photograph the work. If they had picked it up on Friday, I wouldn't have the chance to photograph my work. So maybe this delay was actually a gift. Today's the day that I am going to be packing everything into boxes and get it ready for the shippers to pick up tomorrow. I can tell you how grateful I am that I got those 2 extra days, the weekend in addition, because they were supposed to pick up on Friday, and because of the holiday weekend, they're picking up tomorrow, Monday. So I have used every single extra day that I got. And today I am putting everything together, and I will be so happy. I can't tell you how much. I will be so happy when they pick up the work, because I want it gone. It's like I want this chapter to end. Sure, I like it this way without anything here at the ends. I feel like they will collapse. Monday arrived. Everything was ready. I waited and waited and waited. 3 hours into their pickup window, they called. They said, "We'll come tomorrow." That was the moment my patience disappeared. Not because it was another day, but because emotionally, I was already finished. For months, my entire life had been pointing towards this deadline. Once that day arrived, I just wanted to close that chapter. Tuesday. Eventually, the truck arrived. I'll be honest, the driver wasn't especially pleasant. He was downright rude. But by that point, all I wanted was just to see those boxes loaded onto the truck. And then, one moment they were here, the next moment they were gone. I don't think I realized how much pressure I'd been carrying until that moment. When the truck pulled away, I just stood there, took a deep breath, and let it all go. People usually see the opening night, the exhibition, the finished gallery, the photos, the lights. What they don't see are weeks like this, the deadlines, the logistics, the packing, the uncertainty. Sometimes making art is only half the job. Getting it safely to the exhibition site, installing it, that is the other half. Now, another chapter begins. Traveling to England, installing the exhibition, seeing all of these pieces come together, meeting people, and walking into the gallery the first day the exhibition opens. I am excited. I am grateful. And if I'm being completely honest, there's a little bit of anxiety mixed in there too. Every exhibition feels like sending a little piece of myself into the world. Thank you for coming along this part of the journey with me. Now the work has left the studio, and I'm going to take a little time to rest. So for my next video, I want to do a question and answer video. So send me your questions, all the questions you have about my practice, about the work, any question you have. Send them to me in the comments or by email. And in the next video, I will answer your questions in that video. So until next time, create something beautiful and share it with the world. I'll see you next week.